everyone. Lisa Haven here. Well, we finally got the news that we have all been anxiously waiting for, and that is that Kyle Rittenhouse has been acquitted of all charges. Now, this is a major victory for us and a huge blow to the left and Democratic Party, who went around painting Kyle Rittenhouse as some kind of white supremacist, crazed young man who goes around shooting black people, none of which was true. Well, the jury has spoken and the verdict is in. Kyle Rittenhouse acted purely out of self-defense. And what happened shortly after his trial? Well, just like that, the radical left goes on Twitter and lights up Twitter with a complete lunatic SHIT show, to put it kindly, if you will. But before I get into the report, I want to remind you, please check out my partner at preparewithlisa.com. I want to encourage you guys to get food while you can with the supply chain crisis that is really taking this country in a new direction. You want to make sure that you are prepared in the event you go and there are more empty shelves in your grocery store and it just keeps getting worse. Protect your family today and get food storage. And right now you can get this 3-month emergency food supply kit for $100 off. Just go to preparewithlisa.com and check that out. They even have a 4-week emergency food supply as well. So check it out at preparewithlisa.com. All right, so let's dive into this craziness that the left has done after the verdict came in. But before I show you that, I want to make one quick statement, and that is this. The left has used Kyle Rittenhouse as a political pawn, if you will. They tried to use him as they used the Capitol Sixers. We all know that the Capitol Six rioters were supposed to be an example to the American people, that you're not supposed to ever do this again. Well, they wanted the same thing for Kyle Rittenhouse. Problem was, he acted in self-defense. So the entire political sham was this. If Kyle Rittenhouse had gone to jail and lost the case, then we would have got the message. You can't protect yourself under any circumstances when you go to these BLM and Antifa riots that they're literally burning our cities. If Kyle Rittenhouse won like he won, then that sent the message to the American people that we can protect ourselves in the event that our lives are threatened by BLM or Antifa activists. And that's why the radical left was so honed in on this particular case. They made it all about politics. And this is why they're lighting up Twitter right now with all kinds of falsities and basically building up anger, lots of anger over this. But let's go to Cori Bush. The judge, the juror, the defendant. It's white supremacy in action. This system is not built to hold white supremacists accountable. He's not even a white supremacist, folks. It's why black and brown folks are brutalized and put in cages while white supremacist murderers walk free. I'm hurt, I'm hungry, I'm heartbroken. And that's the other political thing they made it about, white versus black. White man goes free, but if it was a black man, he wouldn't, which is just not the case. I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. Then we have de Blasio honing in on the action. Anthony Huber and Joseph Rosenbaum are victims. They should be alive today. The only reason they're not is because a violent, dangerous man chose to take a gun across state lines and started shooting people. To call this a miscarriage of justice is an understatement. He expands the far-right trolls who think it makes a difference whether a violent gunman got his weapon before or after he crossed state lines. It's missing the point. 2 people are dead and their killer is left unaccountable. That's not justice and they know it. Kathy says Kyle Rittenhouse used an assault weapon to kill people. This isn't justice. If there was any question about why we need strong gun safety laws, this is your answer. This should never have been allowed to happen in the first place. We have a lot of work to do, which is actually what Kamala Harris said as well. We have a lot of work to do in the system. AOC, of course, had to make her voice heard. Breitbart, AOC whines over Rittenhouse verdict. A system functioning as designed and protecting those who it was designed for, she says. Then we have Joy Reid, Idiot Reid, says Kyle Rittenhouse acquittal traces back to slave catchers. BLM activists should be very afraid. I mean, really, lady? I can't stand Joy Reid. But there's some of MSM and our governors and leaders. Now let's go on over to Reckless Hollywood, who of course is doing exactly what their leaders are doing and making this all a political thing, which is why I wanted to hit the political side in the very beginning. But they're making it about black versus white, left versus right. They're making it about guns versus guns, self-defense or not self-defense. They really and truly think that it's okay to go riot and burn cities committees and business owners can't defend themselves. But here we have Alyssa Milano, effing not guilty. Can't stand that woman. Stephen King. So the white, there's a political hint there. The white guy goes free. Is that the message? Then we have Mia Farrow. And I'm not going to read all these because there's a ton. Here's Bette Midler. I think that should be a cuss word. I'm just saying. I used to like her. I can't stand her anymore. And had Alec Baldwin not been in the situation that he's in, we would have got a tweet from Alec Baldwin. Here's some more here. Full frontal. We have an acquittal. Kyle Rittenhouse sends a message to the future Kyle Rittenhouses that they're free to incite violence and claim self-defense. That's not justice. It was self-defense, idiot lady. Another disappointing victory. Carrie Elves. And I'm just going to scroll through these because you guys really got to see how much of Hollywood is like literally blowing up. I mean, I got tweet after tweet, and I kid you not, there's about 100 of these. George Takei, we have Burton here, we have Frederick Joseph, Ellen Barkin, Sophia Bush, no words at all. We have Josh Gad. Now you know who your radical leftists are. They always tweet about it. Kerry Washington, Harvey Feinstein, Brooklyn Decker. What a disaster. This is how you know that you got it right. When the radical left goes crazy like this, it's just insanity. It goes on and on and on, right? I think we hit a button. And on top of that, on top of the radical left going nuts, we also have protests breaking out from New York to California. And here's just some pictures of the protesters there. You can see the signs they have. We remember Anthony Huber and all these pictures. I mean, it's just the insanity of it. The insanity. Anyhow, I love all of you. I want to remind you, please check out restrictiverepublic.com. I cannot stress that enough. It is there that I share really, really information that you really need to know about. That way, right now, you can get it for $60 for an entire year. Use the coupon code FOREVER60, and you can get that discount there. But anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.